Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of my dupe nails. So if you don't know what a dupe is, it is a cheaper copy. So yeah, I'm doing a dupe of the Apres nails, or Kira Sky have just brought their own ones out. These nails I will leave linked down below, but they were from Amazon and they were, I think, £7.99 with Prime delivery. So can't complain at that. So if you haven't watched the first part of the video, I will leave it either in the cards up in the top right, but I will leave it in there, but also linked down in the description. And that was me removing my previous set. So I have obviously removed the nails that I had on before. I've just gone over with a buffer just to take the shine off of my natural nails, and I've sized up my tips here. So they come in, I think, 10 or 11 different sizes, and you just want to make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. So you don't want them to be too tight. If they're slightly too big, you can just file those down. And also, if the cuticle isn't the right shape, you can also go in and just adjust that slightly. Now I'm just using a mandrel with a sanding band on it on a fairly, well, kind of a medium speed, and just etching where the nail plate is going to be, and then just wiping over with some alcohol just to dehydrate the nails. And yes, I was wearing my dressing gown while I was doing these. It was a Saturday morning. But the video might chop and change around a little bit because I was doing things in between, so yeah. So I've just dusted the inside of the nails, and then I'm going on with my CJP dehydrator on my natural nails just to further dehydrate them. And then my Young Nails Protein Bond. I'm just doing a coat of that on each of the nails. So you can see the nails on my other hand are already done. And yeah, I've had these nails on for a week now, and they are brilliant. They were so quick to do, so easy. Oh, I heard a tip that if you cure the Young Nails Protein Bond in your lamp for 10 seconds, it makes it super sticky. So I'm not going mad, that's a thing. So try it. And then I'm just using my polygel just to put that. Oh, and then I've remembered that I haven't put my base on just as I was putting that down. So yeah, this is the, what brand is it? Hang on, let me look and I will tell you. It's the one that I've done a review on, so I should know it. Gershon. So it's the Gershon polygel that I'm using. So it's the Gershon base gel that I'm also using. So I'm just going in with a thin, even coat of that. So we've done dehydrator, Young Nails Protein Bond, base gel, and then we're going to cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Just make sure you've got none on the sidewalls and just give that a cure. So yeah, I found these nails on Amazon and I thought worth a try. And I also want to try doing some custom press-ons, so I'm going to give those a go. The only thing I will say is that they do curve a lot, so if that's the look that you're into, then perfect. But I would like to find some that are, you know, straight out from the sidewall rather than having that bend to them. But you will see in the video, I do show you that. So they have cured. Going back to that first one that I put the polygel into and then remembered. And I'm just using some alcohol as a slip solution. So you're going to press it down flush to the cuticle, you know, with a tiny bit of a gap, and then press it down. The benefit of using polygel rather than a liquid builder gel or a builder in a bottle is that when you're doing it on yourself, it is so much easier. You don't have to hold it down. You can just kind of get it into position and then you're ready to go. So you can see just a little layer of polygel and then just pushing that down so it covers the whole of the nail plate. You don't have to be precise with this, just try and make sure you keep it kind of thinner at the cuticle and sidewall areas. And then again, just making that flush with the cuticle and pushing down towards the free edge, but not too hard that you're squeezing any product out. and then you can just give it a flash cure. You don't have to give it a full cure. You can just whack it in the lamp and you can see it's nice and secure. So yeah, we're just going to do this for all of them. And you really don't need that much product at all. You can just put a little layer of it on there. Some of them, if your natural nail doesn't have much of a curve, you can build up the apex with the polygel so that when you're putting it on, you know, you're not squeezing it down fully. But yeah, you can see on my pinky there that they do definitely have a curve to them. So flush to the cuticle, push it down, pop it in the lamp. And that's just cleaning away a little bit that's got there on the edge. And then pop it in the lamp. And I tell you what, this is the quickest set of nails I've ever done on myself, and I love it. And I'll be doing this probably the vast majority of times that I do my own nails, just because it's so simple. But yeah, I was so impressed. So impressed. So yeah, same again, pushing down. And by doing it this way, by getting it flush at the cuticle and then pushing down, you ensure that there's no air bubbles there at all, because you're pushing any air bubbles out and down to the free edge. But yeah, I think for the first time of using this, I mean, you can see on my non-dominant hand, no, on my dominant hand that I did with my non-dominant hand first, you can definitely see that there's more kind of squidged out towards the free edge. But actually when they're on, it doesn't really make much of a difference at all. So squidge it down. No air bubbles. And then just give them all a full cure. So let me know if you guys have used a system like this in the past. I have heard the Apres ones are good. Same with the Kira Sky, I've heard they're really good. I haven't heard great things about the E-Nail Couture. Is it the 123? 123 Perfect, something like that. Haven't heard the best things about his service and the nails themselves. So you can see there they have got that kind of beak look to them. So for that reason I decided to do a shorter kind of almond oval shape, just because I thought that would suit the kind of shaping of the nail. So I was cutting them down here. I didn't really know what shape to go for at this point. I was just cutting the length down. As I said in my last video, we're doing a lot with the garden and the extension, so I just thought I need them practical and short. And then I'm just making sure that they are the same length. They are easy to cut. They're obviously thicker than a normal tip because they're made of soft gel. But yeah, super easy to shape, easy to use, and I was very impressed. So I'm just making sure that those lengths are definitely the same. And then we're going to file those into shape. Just get rid of those tips there, just because they do get a bit pointy. And then I'm taking a 120 file from Neo Nails and just bringing those sidewalls in. I think at this point I was going for a coffin shape, and then realised that I didn't really like the kind of mid apex look to them. It kind of made them look a bit curvy and a bit weird. So I think that's when I decided to go for an oval. So I'm just going to file those into shape. So then I'm just going in with my, I think this is a medium bit flat top, a medium coarse flat top bit. Try and get it all in the right sequence there. And then I'm just going in and just making sure that that cuticle area is nice and flush, and yeah, just running it around, making sure that the blend is even, because obviously as it grows out you don't want it to be a big ledge. But this is nice and easy to do, just running it around that little groove between where the nail is and the cuticle. So you may, obviously when you are putting the nails on, you want to make sure that you're leaving a bit of a buffer so that you're not just, you know, putting it right on top of the cuticle. And then I just wanted to make sure that that was super flush, so I've just gone over that with a 180 grit file just to make sure that that's all nicely blended in. And then after I've finished the cuticles, just go in with a 180 grit buffer just to rough up that surface so that we are ready for design, which will be the next part of this video series. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll leave you to watch the rest of the buffing and then I'll be back at the end. So we're just coming up to the end now, so I'm just going to finish buffing these and then I'll give them all a dust off and we'll be ready for polish. And we're going to do some, should I tell you? We're going to do some abstract art. So yeah, make sure you check back for that. It's my first time doing abstract art and I absolutely loved doing it. So that will be part 3 coming up, yeah, in a couple of days. So make sure you're subscribed, don't forget to like and comment, and I will see you really soon with another one. Bye!